Hey, how you guys doing? What's going on? Another week of the CrossFit Open 22.2 coming up. What is it? It's an ascending ladder of deadlifts and bar facing burpees. So we actually ascend, right? We go 1 through 10, then we come back down. So we're descending, right? The beauty here is that we don't repeat 10, right? So we get to 10, we drop this down 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You finish the workout in under the time cap, which is 10 minutes. You end up doing 100 deadlifts and 100 bar facing burpees. Prescribed weight for women, 155, for men, 225. And again, we talked about the cap, right? So the different variations, and we just talked about obviously the Open Vision RX 16 to 20, 16 to 54, 155, 225. Scaled. We're 95 pounds for women, 135 pounds for men. The difference here is that you can step over the bar, right? So prescribed version, right? You obviously face the bar, you do a burp, you get to your feet, you can jump over. The variation here is that you don't have to take off with 2 feet. And you don't have to land with 2 feet, right? You can take off with 1 foot and land on the other foot. You can almost hop over the bar from what I gather this is saying, right? You just have to get over the bar like that, right? Again, scale teenagers, 14 to 15, 55, 75. The scaled versions, you can step over. There's no need to jump, right? Really, when it comes down to it, pretty straightforward here, guys. The stuff that we do quite a bit of, right? The deadlift and the bar facing burpee. A few of the standards, right, from what I see and what I've obviously watched. The tape line right here. This tape line, this is designed to have, obviously, your feet outside of these, right? So your head's going to be in the middle. Your feet have to be on the outside. Jump. All right. You can get up to your feet anyway, like you can get to your knee, get to your feet, and then stand and jump. This is just to ensure that you're in the proper starting position and you're not skewed off to the side. One of the standards they talked about was obviously you can't have your feet outside here. So you can't be like cockeyed over here and have your foot over here. All right. But really what it comes down to, a pretty straightforward workout. I watched these 2 young ladies do it during the announcement. One of them finished with probably about 10 or 15 seconds left. And the other one, she was actually the teen champion last year. She was 4 up short. So really aggressive time cap for this to get all of that in. Again, we talked about the standard what we have here for the barbell, right? So our shoulders and head need to be behind the bar as we finish extension, with your knees and your hips extended, right? So again, pretty straightforward standard when we deadlift, how it should be performed anyways, right? Receiving any assistance with the barbell is not permitted unless safety is an immediate concern. So you can't move someone's barbell just to make it more convenient for them. But if it's safety to start to go in somebody else's lane, you can most certainly move that. We think about the amount of deadlifts that we have here, right? So if 225 and 155 is not appropriate, that's okay, right? Scale accordingly. So typically a rule that I have is anything past 20 to 25 reps in a workout, the number is going to drop drastically, right? You're going to be at about 45 to 55, maybe even 60% of what your 1 rep max is, because 100 deadlifts is quite a few. And considering the amount of extension and flexion that's involved here too with the bar facing burpees, obviously a proper warm-up is going to be key, firing the midline ahead of time, and making sure, again, that your technique is sound and really you lock it in. We often talk about this when we deadlift. How you put it down is almost just as important as how you pick it up, right? So if you are going to tap and go a few of these reps, making sure that you break at the hip, keep your shins vertical, clear the knee, touch the ground, and come back up, right? That bar should be as close to you as possible the entire time. That's the key component here. Obviously, the further the bar gets away from you, the more pressure and stress is going to put on your spine, right? The lever that's kind of holding everything together. Just something to think about, guys. Again, short workouts too. So you come in tomorrow, we'll have plenty of time to warm up, plenty of time to test out the weight to see how it feels and see how it looks. But again, scale accordingly. Listen to your coaches. Listen to your coaches tomorrow, right? Here's a score sheet, right? There is no tie break. It's just if you finish your time and if you get capped out, it is your total number, right? Pretty straightforward stuff, guys. We're going to send this. This is going to come out in an email very shortly. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out to me directly through Facebook or whatever it may be. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Good, straightforward, hard workout. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.